Hi everybody, this is Coach Brinkmeyer. I fielded a few questions this weekend, so I want to make sure that everything is clear in terms of what to order and how to order things for the 2018 or off of the 2018 BSN Team Sports online store. So that being said, let me get right to it. We've put the links on our website. If you go to linnmarsoccer.com, go up to the shop category and go to the seasonal web store. That will take you to our that's right, two web stores. The first web store that you can see listed is for the players gear, and I'll come back to that, talk about it in a minute. And if you scroll down a little bit further, you can also see that there is the fan apparel, and that includes things like the player shirts, and I'll come back to that as well. That happened to be one of the things that I fielded a few questions about. So hopefully this will clear things up. I want to first note that we've put a number of different things on the page called required items. So I would encourage you to take a look at that, especially if you're a new high school player or parent, and notice the types of things that we ask each of the players to have. And also, if you're purchasing any new equipment this year, some things to consider. So the first thing are all 5 items that you see here are all required items for each player. We ask that you have a gray practice shirt. A couple may not be a bad idea. We ask that each player have a pair of red practice shorts. And again, a couple of each may not be a bad idea. The gray practice socks, again, a couple may not be a bad idea. And the white and black game socks. Now, if you're a returning player, the white and black game socks, if they're still good for you last year, perfectly fine to reuse those again. Same thing with the practice shirt, same thing with the practice socks. The red shorts would be the only new item this year for any returning players. The other thing that I want to mention, because it always seems to come up, is what size to order. It asks you on the online form to choose between medium, large, and extra large, and as you can see, the shoe sizes are shown here. I would strongly encourage you to stick to this list, and encourage you also that if you're kind of in between, to go up a size. Don't ever go down a size. The only exception might be if you're teetering on 11.5 or 12, you might want to go down to the large. The extra large does seem to be dramatically larger than the other sizes. So those are the required items that you'll be able to purchase from our web store. A couple of other things to note. If you're buying any shin guards this year, please make sure that they have a stamp that looks something like this. It should tell you that it meets the NOC standards, and it should give you a height of the player, and that's important. As you can see here, according to the rules, shin guards must meet these specifications, and you must have either the seal or a tag on the shin guard itself. You can't just have it on the packaging. Second thing would be if you're buying any new shoes, a couple of recommendations. We play a large amount of games on turf, and so I've provided a few different outsoles to show you what's good and what's not good. The only real thing that I would mention about this is the replaceables. Replaceables typically have about 6 to 8 studs on them, and you can screw them in and screw them out and change them as you need to. Those are not allowed on turf fields, so I definitely would not recommend those as your primary pair. If you have a pair already or are planning to purchase some for really wet or muddy weather, that's up to you, but they will not be allowed on turf fields, which again is the primary type of field that we play on here in the Mississippi Valley. The other thing that I'd like to remind you of is that if you are wearing compression shorts, if you're wearing tights, or if you're wearing a long sleeve shirt, it needs to be the predominant, whatever the predominant color of the team jersey or uniform is, it needs to be the same color. Player A here is legal, player C here is legal, player B is not legal. So at home, we always wear white jerseys, so a white long sleeve would be acceptable. On the road, we wear red jerseys. Our fresh soft and JV teams have red jerseys. So does our varsity team. So if you're buying a long sleeve shirt, buy either white or red. And our shorts are either white or black. And so I would encourage you to have both of those if you choose to wear compression shorts. Anyways, let's go ahead and go back to our web stores and let me quickly show you what that looks like. The first one here again has all of the player items. If you are on the website, you should be able to click on it directly and it should take you there without having to enter in the code. The three items that you see shown here are the practice shirt options. You do not have to have all three. One style is fine, but again, you may consider buying a couple of them to rotate them so you're not doing laundry every single night. The next items that you can see here, the optional raincoat, the optional team bag, and the required team shorts. And then you can see the beanie for cold weather days, the long sleeve compression shirts if you're interested. They're available in both white and red, and the socks are also available in black, gray, or white. Um, so that's pretty much it for the players gear. What I fielded most of the questions about has to do with the fan gear. So let me scroll down to that. And on the fan apparel, what you'll notice is that there are four different options for basically the same t-shirt. The first two options shown there are Nike t-shirts, and those are blank. You cannot order a player name on the back of the Nike t-shirts. If you're interested in ordering a player shirt with the name on the back, you'll have to choose between the dry blend 50/50 t-shirt in either short sleeve or long sleeve. In order to customize that, you'll choose your size, add it to your cart, and as you can see, you'll be able to customize it during the checkout process. Add anything else that you might like. These are cotton sweatshirts in both a hoodie style and a crew style, a men's or unisex quarter zip top, a women's full zip top, a woven jacket, unisex sizing, and then a campus cap, which is adjustable in the back. It also shows you what type of artwork will be shown, and with the exception of the player shirts and the sweatshirts, all of them will include just our team logo opposite of the Nike swoosh. So let's assume that you've gone ahead and you have ordered or you're ready to check out, that is. Go to the checkout section, which is right up here at View Cart. Notice that the orders need to be placed by February 7th. That is the same date for both of the online stores. And apologies to you, we were unable to put all of the items on one single order form, so that's why they're split up in the way that they're split up. All right, so we're ready to check out. We'd like to put our last name on the back of this and choose checkout when you're ready. Notice that for a $5 upcharge, you can add a player name to it. If you're interested in just the blank one in the less expensive of the two options, just choose none. We're asking that for the player names that you only put 2018 player last names on the back of the t-shirts. Please don't choose any nicknames. Please don't choose anything offensive, of course. I will be double checking these with BSN Team Sports to make sure that everything is on the up and up. But all you're going to type in is the last name of your player, choose next, and as you can see, it's now added a $5 personalization charge. You go through the order, who's placing it, who's the order for. You can make it the same if you want. I've been told from our vendor representative that not only are the orders due by February 7th, but once everything is confirmed the next day, the orders will start being created and the items will start being distributed shortly thereafter. They will be sent to your home. They will not be sent to school as in previous years. So be looking for those a couple of weeks, probably 3 to 4 weeks after the close date. You should have them in time for the first day of practice. As a reminder, we are ordering or have ordered game shorts for for all players in both black and white. All players will not only get those shorts for the season, but they'll also be issued a team jersey for both home and away games. And with our upcoming fundraiser, that much of that money will be used to purchase warm-ups for all players as well. So not only will we look great, I'm sure that we'll play great this season. I thank everybody for their interest, for their cooperation, and hope the rest of the ordering goes smoothly. As always, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask, and I'll try and get back to you with some questions to those, um, some answers to those questions in a timely manner. And that's about it. I look forward to seeing players here soon over the next couple of weeks for our fundraising meetings, and hope that everybody is willing and eager to participate in that activity to really kind of kick off the season, so to speak. So thanks again. Hope everybody's having a great winter. Hopefully warm weather is ahead of us. See everybody out on the green grass very soon. Thanks.